Hello, all you dozens of viewers out there. It's the grand finale, the series finale, the 11 o'clock number, if you will. It's the final in the series of the Bratz X Clueless dolls, and we've got Dionne here, and I'm very excited to get into her. Of course, we did do an unboxing of the Cher and Amber dolls from this collection. If you missed those videos, I'll link them down below. Do check them out. It's important, I think, for you to see the little details, because in the end of this video, we'll be ranking them. Which girl from the Bratz X Clueless series will come out on top? We will find out very soon. But let's start in here with Miss Dionne. No time like the present 11 p.m. One thing I'm really enjoying about these dolls is that the packaging matches the vibe of the doll. And of course, Dionne's package here is black and in plaid. It's like a matte and a shiny on the box, so it's all black, but like a lot of different textures. That creates a really nice visual interest, in my opinion. Of course, at the top here, we've got Dionne and Bratz X Clueless down here. It's the same font as all of the other girls in the pink with the gems in it. Very, very nice. We've got on the side of the box here, Clueless 30th anniversary, and some beautiful art of Dionne in her first outfit. And the other side of the box features the same Clueless 30th anniversary and Dionne in her second outfit. The box, like all of the other boxes, does have this lovely ribbon strap. The back of the box, also stunning, looks as so. It says Bratz X Clueless at the top with some really beautiful artwork of Dionne here. Let's read what hers has to say. It'll all be quotes from Dionne from the film. It gives her a sense of control in a world full of chaos. Hello? There was a stop sign. I hate when you call me woman. Dude, what's wrong with you? Suffering from buyer's remorse or something? Cher's main thrill in life is a makeover, okay? And then over here it says that exact same thing in French. And we've got Dionne's name again here in the corner. So fun. I love that the boxes are all different and they all go with each separate doll. I think that's a really nice attention to detail. Bratz is really killing the game with their attention to detail lately. And of course, these collector dolls are no different. Every inch is perfection, in my opinion. And since these dolls are an ordeal to unbox, let's just get started. This is the nice, easy part. It's literally just 2 pieces of tape, she said as she struggles cutting the tape. And then we can just pull out our little lady here. And now we can get a better look at the doll displayed inside of her packaging. Of course, this is the same sort of layout as all of the other dolls, which I quite enjoyed and looks really nice. Her background is gray. Up here, there's a little thing that says Total Betty, which is so cute, so fun. And then, of course, we've got all of the little bits and bobs, just like the other two. And I'm just gonna start getting the accessories out of the box. So, the first thing we're gonna look at here is this adorable little sticker. Of course, it is Dionne's learner's permit, just like the other 2 girls. At the top, it says Clueless, learner's permit, and then Bratz on either side. It says Dionne Davenport, Beverly Hills, California, 90210, hair black, eyes brown, age 16. It's signed by Dionne down here, and it says 30 years of Clueless with some Bratz art of Dionne. I love this. We've talked about it. I'm a hoarder of stickers. I love to have stickers and then just like never use them. So that's fun for me. I love the style of it. These dolls are really good at like bringing us the vibe of the film. That's what I'm loving the most about them. And each one's just a little bit different to suit the characters. It's just, it's that attention to detail that I love in my dolls, especially my collector's dolls. And Bratz is really hitting it out of the park for me lately, as we know, because there's been tons of Bratz content on this channel. Let me struggle in here. I'm like a mess from that because it was so hard to get out. Here is the stand. All of the dolls come with the same boring black stand. This is the only piece that's been disappointing throughout. I just wish it had some sort of branding on it, even if like they included like a sticker sheet or something that included this and like maybe just a couple of stickers that was like Bratz X Clueless and then like a Dionne for the front, you know what I mean? Like something simple and cheap that would just tell us that this stand belongs to a collector doll, and that collector doll is of the Clueless collection. It's fine. It serves its function. It could be better. This is one of my favorite things that they've done here. These are the COAs for this, and it looks like a little VHS tape, like how absolutely precious. The front has the artwork of all three girls. It says, I totally paused, and then there's like another little like sticker that says as if, precious. The back of hers has the Dionne artwork in her second outfit, cute fun. And the COA looks like a VHS tape, absolutely precious, absolutely adorable. Art and design. MGA seems to want to give us a well-designed artistic product, and I do appreciate that. Oh, fuck. My tea tie hell has begun. This little headscarf had like 30 tea ties in it. That is an over-exaggeration, but not by much. I would say there were about 6 of them in there. I do not understand why you need that many tea ties. Like, I will never understand. Okay, so here is her little gym headscarf. This is the headscarf she wears in the gym scene. It's the headscarf she wears with the gym outfit. When I get the gym outfit, we'll talk more about this, and I'm kind of excited to see this on her. The piece is fine. It has like hem on the tie in the back here. The interior is folded up. That's heat sealed, as you can see. Mine looks a little bit worse for the wear. There's like, I don't know, like it's not like quite a hole, but it doesn't look good. There may have been a tea tie through that caused that mark. And here we've got the gym outfit. It comes displayed on this cute little dress form on this cute little stand. The stand comes like this, but if you look underneath, there's the last part of the star, and that will clip in here. It's like not the easiest task to actually get that to happen though. You gotta put it in straight, and I've already messed it up. There we go, we've created our full star, and here is the gym outfit. I wanna talk about this, this is important to me. I think the whole aesthetic of the gym scene is like so good. The way it was designed is like, it's sportswear, but it's so fashionable, and I love this look obviously, but I also really liked Amber's look. Cher's look was really cute in that scene, and I know it's not like the most iconic scene from the film or looks from the film, but I kind of wish they either went with all of the gym looks or all of the party looks. I feel like when I'm looking at this, now there's like a lack of continuity. Like, these two girls are going to a party, but she's gonna work out. Like, I wish there were continuity within the second outfit. And if I were choosing, because I'm not a lover of glam clothes, I probably would have chosen gym, even though Cher's gym look is not the strongest of looks that were shown in the movie. It's just my opinion. You can disagree with me, because I think that also part of the reason they chose Dionne's gym look is because her party look wasn't the strongest in the movie. Do you know what I mean? Do you see what I'm saying? But they could have jazzed that party look up for like a Bratz eye or a modern eye. They could have done something with it to make it match the other girls, but now we've got mismatched looks. So that's like probably my biggest complaint about the whole of the series of dolls in general, just like a little bit of lack of continuity, but that does not take away from how cute this outfit is, okay? So let's talk about it. The top has this like little bib situation. It's so good. It looks just like her outfit in the movie. It's got a little ruffle detail and some buttons down the center. They're sort of like pearlescent, which is really nice. Creates like a little bit of dimension on that, even though it's all in white. And then the same with the outfit itself. There's like a lot of dimension because there's a lot of different textures. Really, really like it. The whole bodysuit is made out of sort of a spandex material, and then the sleeves are a mesh material, which is so cute, so nice. And this is held together with Velcro. Let's say our mantra here on this channel: with collector dolls, we can stop with the Velcro, put a snap on it. Okay, if I'm paying $70, I don't want to see Velcro on the clothes. All right, moving on from there, she does have this cute little belt, and that belt, of course, has a beeper on it, which is so iconic of the period. I love that so much. I'm totally obsessed with it. Is it a separate piece or is it attached? It is, oh, I see. The belt is attached to the outfit. The beeper is a separate piece. It will clip onto the outfit, but at present, it's elastic banded to the waist. The beeper is of similar variety to the cell phone, as you can see. There's not too terribly much detail on it, but it's white. It's got a silver screen and some like black buttons and details on it. And that ribbon belt that I was talking about is in a satin material, which once again gives like more textural visual interest to that. Our dress form is silver with the star on top, just like all the other ones in the series. Cute. We'll look at this outfit on her obviously in this video, very exciting. Stay tuned if you want to see that. The shoes though. So I'm assuming she wasn't wearing platform shoes in the film, but they Bratzified the shoes and this is what they look like. I'm assuming that she was wearing Adidas in the film because we've got a knockoff Adidas here, 4 stripes instead of 3, but they have a giant platform on them and I'm completely obsessed. They're obviously in a black color to go with her outfit. They've got white painted laces, a white little like toe rubber thing like a shoe would have. The back of them have some sculpted detail on them. The sculpted detail on them looks really nice, honestly. Those are so fun and I love them so much. And now it's time for the main event. Everybody, the doll, and I'm so excited for this doll. I cannot wait. All right. Oh my god. I'm sweating trying to unbox this. It's so warm in here, even though like the weather's not even that warm. The lights are hot. I just came off like a 12-hour day of work. So like naturally I'm sweating. Here's a nice little detail. It's just so stupid, but it is still nice. For the inbox collectors here, they've used black ties on the hair so they don't show. And I think that's, once again, just like a nice attention to detail. The designers at Bratz are like working for their money, you know? They're doing a really good job. Really strapped in. Strapped in. The cheap ties are so thick and these scissors are so bad. I'm gonna try to release some of the tape. I was trying to cheat, but there's no cheating with MGA packaging. You just have to do it the right way or we'll never ever get it to come out. Did I get it? Yes, arm is out. Hair is next. As Glarian said, you can look at the doll, but you'll never be able to touch her. I like to make the CEOs of the companies the villain because people with money are always the villain. In my head canon. Oh, come on. Oh, I'm so scared I'm gonna cut this. The problem is like I don't want to destroy the packaging on these. And so like I'm trying to be careful, but I'm still like actively ripping it, just trying to like take it apart, you know? Oof, really sweating. All right, I think we're there. You just, oh my God. 3 ties through the satin hat, huge holes. Had to take her feet off to get the shoes out. I was struggling far too much. Okay, here they are. Whew. It was a battle, but I won. As a persistent little fella, I always do. I have this little app called Finch, and it's like a self-care app, but I use it a lot for like making to-do lists and everything. And in the app, you're required to take care of this little bird character, and you're doing the self-care activities or the things you add to the list, like help the bird out, you know. He gets to go on adventures and everything if you do your work. I don't remember where I was going with this story. So there's always a question in the app. It's like one of the activities you can do. It's like to boost your confidence. And a lot of the time they ask like, what's one quality about yourself you could admire more? And almost every day I say persistence because it's one of my strongest qualities and it's the one that keeps me going. But here we go, out of breath, huffing and puffing. All for Dionne here, but you know what? It's totally worth it. She looks absolutely stunning and gorgeous. So let's go ahead and start the review because it took me about 20 minutes to get out of the packaging. So here we go, top of the head, the classic hat. The hat that is on her head the first time she appears in the film. It is so precious, so cute. Okay, it's made of satin, this one. It has this beautiful ribbon detail, which has a couple of different ribbons. The front ribbon is like organza, so it's like a see-through ribbon. And then the ribbon that wraps around the hat is of satin, so there's some more textural detail. The rose is of satin. And then it has this cute brim on it that's made of vinyl. That is so nice. It just, look at it from a distance, look at the textures, look at the dimension. It's beautiful. I love it so much. I think though, we need to remove it so we can see the hair better. Okay, and there's 1,000 heat dyes through it. Lovely. Love this. It's fantastic. Amazing. Perfect. Oh God, I just keep finding more of them. They shove them all through the satin. It was beautiful, but it's covered in holes. That's the whole situation on the back so far. There's one over here that's really tight to the head and hard to cut. There's gotta be a better way. It comes with a full plastic internal structure. What does it look like without the internal structure? I'm interested. It looks really good still without the internal structure. If I were to leave her in that though, I would probably shove some stray pins through her head in order to just keep it on there. But here is the hairstyle. I love it. I think it looks so good. Look at it. Okay, she's got a full head of braids, which automatically I love because I love dolls and braids. But then it kind of pulls back into this cute little like Topsy tail. Do you remember Topsy tail from the 90s? It was like one of those infomercials on TV. And basically you just like, you pull the ponytail through itself, but it was like a device that helped you do that. That's what she has in her head. The ultimate hairstyle for the ultimate 90s doll. Okay, perfect. It's black, it's beautiful, it's stunning, it's gorgeous. The braids look pretty nice. There aren't any obvious ones that are like super pulled or look super bad that I can see. So that's nice. They do appear to be heat sealed on the bottom. Nylon gets a nice good burn on it too. So they seem to be pretty well sealed. Happy to see it. It looks really good. Coming on down to her beautiful face. She's got some sort of Finnish 90s looking eyebrows. They've got a good arch to them though, and they fade a little bit from lighter to darker. Love them. She's got probably the best makeup look of any of the girls, in my opinion. Well, no, Amber's is really good too. The only one that's kind of lame is Cher's, if I'm honest. But it's a classic, a blue, because back in the day, that's just the color makeup they wore. It was like blue or brown. This one does have a metallic finish pretty much all over it, which is also like a super 90s, early 2000s thing. The lid is a lighter blue with a metallic finish. The outer corner is a darker blue. That sort of darker blue blends up to the top, and then she's got like a sheen under the eyebrow that looks like it's white. I can't tell if it's like a silver or a frosty blue, if I'm being honest, but it looks really nice. Either way, it's great. That blue makeup does carry under the eye, which is so pretty. She's got a winged eyeliner in black and some very dramatic black lashes, which I love. She's got brown eyes, very simple screening, little catch lights in there. She's got super red cheeks. Mine look uneven. They're like not in the same place, which I do suppose for a collector doll is a little disappointing, but I'm not necessarily a perfectionist. And do you know what? My makeup comes out crooked too. So she's got crooked blush. That's a point of note, just something to be aware of. But the thing that I do like about the blush is the fact that it's showing up on her skin, because I feel like sometimes when they do the blush on the darker skin dolls, they don't put enough on and it's hard to see. So I'm glad that I can see it. And then of course her lips are bright red with a darker outline, which I think are beautiful. I think that looks really pretty. I think it looks really good. Coming on down to her little outfit. This is a great outfit, okay? It's like in a very similar style to Cher's. It's just like the one that she wore in the movie. She's got a black checkered little suit on here. As you can see, the jacket hits just as it did in the film, right length. The cuffs have a vinyl on them. The collar here is also vinyl. It's totally finished, which is interesting because they didn't finish Amber's. It has a very sort of light mesh facing on it, which is nice. I'm glad that it's well finished. I like that. I think the large scale plaid in the white on the black looks really nice. It gives a nice pop. There are sewn on buttons, but these suffer from the same exact positioning problems that the Cher ones have. Like, they're exactly the same wrong. Look. That's funny. It's just interesting. So the buttons are slightly off, I guess, on all the dolls. The skirt is actually the mirror image of the Cher skirt. No, it is actually slightly different. The bulk of her pleats are on this side here. So she's got a couple pleats over there, and she's also got a couple pleats over here. The Cher one has pleats on one side and it's flat on the other. They actually probably used the same pattern and just pleated it differently. That saves them some money, but it still gives us really nice quality clothes. The back of her jacket looks like this. The plaids do not match, FYI. But you know, it's hard to match plaids and it takes more fabric and costs more money. money, so we're never gonna get that anyway. The skirt has Velcro in black, so at least it matches. There are a lot of like little loose strings hanging off of mine. I can just cut them off. It's just loose strings. It's not gonna hurt anything. She does have a crotch strap and some black underwear under there. That's all really nice. I wanna see the tops now. I'm gonna take her little hands off. Blew people's minds in one of these videos. Oh, her whole arm came off. That's fine. We'll put it back. Okay, so the Bratz whole arms come off. That I didn't know. Really struggling with motor skills today. That's part of the Ellersdown though. Sometimes they just don't work super good. And here is her little tops. It's in a very similar style to the Cher one, but Cher's top looks a little bit more cropped, her colored top. This one is a little bit longer and it's super, super cute. It's in a ribbed sort of jersey fabric in a bright red shade. Love it so much. Underneath, she's got a little white shirt. Of course, just like Cher, I believe, those are all one piece held together by Velcro. Yes, that's the closure in the back. I really like the finish on these buttons. They've got a little bit of pearlescent finish, more texture and dimension added to this little girl. Coming on down to the legs, which don't look the best, but that's the nature of the beast. There's her little legs. She's got her little knee-high tights, which is one of my favorite little looks. She's got a pair of black shoes on. Oh, look at this. I didn't even notice this. Cher and Amber have the exact same shoe mold. These ones are slightly different. Cher and Amber both have shoes that look exactly like this. Amber's are just in red. They've got the ankle strap and the sort of 70s shaped heel and the platform. Dionne's got a different shoe mold. Okay, so she's special. She's got just a platform Mary Jane with some sculpted detail on the front in black. They're cute. I like them. A little different, and I totally didn't notice that these two dolls had the same shoes. Not at all, until right now. So it's not a big deal, obviously. Yeah, overall, I'm really happy with her. I love her outfit. I think it's great. There's always an issue. It can't just be perfect. And I think the biggest issue for me is how many tea ties were stuck through this hat, and now it's riddled with holes. And also the blush being not quite in the same place. But overall, I'm quite happy with her. God, I keep eating hair. But overall, I'm quite happy with her as she is. I think she looks adorable. She's so cute. And I'm very interested to see her in her second outfit. Let's go ahead and put her in that. All right, and here she is in her second outfit, and I think she looks so good. I'm like obsessed with this, but I do have some stuff to say. Headscarf, cute, but obviously there's like some little messy parts up in the top. Showed you that before. The outfit is perfect and precious. I love the way it looks on her, but to me, it feels like extremely delicate. And as you can see, the shorts fabric, you can kind of see through them. They're quite sheer. I just wish, I mean, it's hard to make something like this feel sturdy and stable, but I wish it felt a little more sturdy and stable. But it is absolutely precious. And there's something about this too that makes her like little noodle arms that are kind of too long look even longer, and I'm not sure why that is. The shoes look amazing on, and I think the outfit together is so good. I love it. I love it. I love it. Does it go with the other two? No, but I love it, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and change her back into her first most iconic look for my final thoughts and my ranking. Who's gonna come out on top? I forgot to mention, but she does come with a cell phone, just like the other two girls. And now it is officially time for my final thoughts and my ranking on these dolls. I love Dionne. I love her style. I love her aesthetic. I love the way they captured the character in a Bratz doll. I think they've done a wonderful job here. I think the quality and the details on her are really good. Of course, we have some mishaps. Probably realistically the most egregious being the blush being out of place, but that doesn't bother me as much as the holes in the hat, if I'm being honest. I love her so much. I love her first outfit, and I think her second outfit is my favorite, if I'm being honest, even though it's like the gym outfit. I just think it's so great, it's so fashion, it's so interesting. It's just like unlike any sort of gym outfit I've ever seen before. It's unique, and I'm here for the unique fashion. Overall, in general, I think that Bratz did an incredible job with this line. I think they put an extraordinary amount of detail into all of the dolls. I think they gave all of the dolls their personalities from the movie. They like went out of their way to show us each and every doll's separate personality, even in the packaging, which I think is really, really fun and really, really interesting. So it's the moment we've all been waiting for, including me. It's time for the ranking. I'm very clear on my third place winner, and that is Cher. We're calling her a third place winner because she is still a winner, because I think this is an incredible doll. She's just the weakest for me out of the three, and I think my issue with her is the face. It's the same problem that everybody has with her, and the fact that the hair is so blonde. There's just something about that like isn't Cher, the hair color I'm talking about. The face, I feel like they made an attempt to give her like that Cher sort of like confused look, but I don't think it quite worked out, and I think that's the main issue for me with the doll, and I think it's the main issue for everybody else with the doll. As a reminder, this is what her second outfit looks like. I do think this is quite a strong second outfit. She came with the red pumps like this, and technically I think this is a stronger second outfit than Amber's. I just prefer the Amber doll over the Cher doll. You know what I mean, you see what I'm saying, base doll wise. So coming in third place is Cher, but that is not a mark against her because I still love her so much. I think she's incredible, her details are incredible. You know, she's the main character. She's got a little bit of main character energy, and the fact of the matter is, if I'm being honest, I never go for the main character. It's always the friend or the enemy that is my favorite. And so now to decide whether the friend or the enemy is my second favorite, and this is super hard if I'm being honest. I feel like there's like amazing things about both of these dolls, and I'm gonna take a look at them side by side. No, like it's so hard. Okay, I'm gonna tell you my thoughts about these two at the same time. I think she has the prettiest face. It's the way, the positioning in which it's screened, I think, that makes me like this face the most. This one's like also like kind of a little squatty like the Cher's, even though it doesn't have those confused eyebrows, which makes her look better. I love the monochrome on her, obviously. That's why I was like, oh, she's my favorite, but do I like her outfit more than Dionne's? That's the question. This is literally impossible. You know what? If we're bringing second looks into the equation, which I suppose we have to because I'm having a really hard time choosing off of first looks, it's gonna be Amber in second place. I love Amber. I think this is an amazing doll. I love the monochrome. As I said before, I think it's such a weird and strong look. She wore like a sailor outfit to her high school class, like what? And that's so fun for me. Everything about her is great. This purse is a little bit of a letdown. That's probably like the weakest point of the doll. I also mentioned in her video that I thought it was so cool that they cut the top on the bias in the back because I thought it was like interesting in design. But the reality is probably that's the way they could fit the pattern on the fabric, so it ended up being cheaper because I didn't have to buy more fabric by doing it that way. I'm just clarifying that. I feel like that could also potentially be a reason. It may have not been designed at all. Bringing second outfits into the equation, this is a pretty dress. I like it, I think it's cute. It's shown in the movie twice, once on Cher and once on Amber. It's iconic, but it's a little bit simple for me. Like, it's a pretty design, but it's not super unique or super interesting. And I feel like that's the reason why I'm putting Amber in second place. And maybe that's crazy, I don't know, and maybe I'll change my mind tomorrow. That's also a possibility. But that officially leaves our grand finale, Dionne in the first place spot for me and the Clueless Bratz dolls. And I love her base doll, obviously. I think it's beautiful. I love her first outfit. I think it's fantastic. But for me, the thing that sent it over the edge was just this second outfit. I love this so much, and I know that's like literally so stupid. But it's just such an interesting, unique piece. I've kind of never seen anything like it. The uniqueness of it has officially put her on top. Our winner of the Bratz X Clueless collection as my favorite doll in the collection is Dionne. If you didn't watch my first two videos showing all of the details of Cher and Amber, make sure you go and watch those before you answer this question, okay? But now it's your turn. I want to hear your ranking of the Bratz X Clueless collection. Who is your favorite? Who is your least favorite? I definitely want to know why. I'm super interested in the why. I'm always thinking about the why. And I have like more content I want to make with these dolls. Like I've got them separate from the rest of my Bratz and like a little shelf on my desk, and I want to kind of like design the room. I want to like dress some other dolls up in their second outfits and do like a whole little fashion show for them. So if you're interested in that, definitely subscribe so you don't miss it. And I hope you have a wonderful time. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful time. Goodbye.